it goes, I always know that you make me smile. Please stay for a while now, just take your time wherever you go. The rain is falling on my window pane, but we are hiding in a safer place, undercover, staying dry and warm. You give me feelings that I adore. It starts in my toes, make me crinkle my nose. Wherever it goes, I always know that you make me smile. Please stay for a while now, just take your time wherever you go. In this lesson we take a look at how to play Bubbly by American singer-songwriter Colbie Caillat, taken from her debut album released in 2007, and we take a look at actually two different ways to play it. One is how she does it, which is in the key of D, in open D tuning, capoed here on the 7th fret, which actually puts it in the absolute key of A. But indeed, for the guitar, relative to the capo, D it is. From there, using this open D tuning, it's actually really easy to play those chords. Mostly just two, well, sometimes three finger chords there. The progression is super easy, starts with D, and it actually ends with D as well. 4 measures that is, which you repeat a couple of times and so on. Only the bridge is a little different, which has chords like an E minor 7 in there, or there D major 7 with an F sharp in the bass, or like 3 fingers here on the 5th fret gives you a G chord, and up a whole step you have an A chord. Those are the chords actually for the bridge. Now, so this is indeed how she plays it, but of course you can, as you could have seen earlier in this preview, play it in standard tuning as well. Then you play it in the key of G, capoed on the 2nd fret, which also puts it in the absolute key of A. But here we talk about the key of G it is. Same progression, relatively speaking of course, but in another key, but somewhat the same chord shapes actually. G here, G with an F sharp in the bass, down to a C add 9 with an E in the bass, and back to G it is. And then you have like, what is it, an A minor 7 is in there, there is a G major 7 with a B in the bass, and I'll show you obviously those chords in the lesson. Another thing which is really nice to do so is indeed how she plays it with this rhythmic effect there. On the album, or when she plays it with the band, the feel of the song is mostly actually halftime feel, so that's a little different, and there she somewhat changes it into this 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Not necessarily when she plays alone, but when the band comes in, she indeed does it like that. When she does play it by herself, it is more 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and swing time that is actually 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and so plucking the strings on beat 1, coming down with a tap on beat 2, also beat 4 by the way, but after beat 2, the end of beat 2, there you pluck again, so it gives it a little bit of a syncopated feel there. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... So we break down all those elements of playing the song, of course, in this lesson. Like I said, progression is super easy. I've written out tablature for, well, both versions of the song actually, and then you should have it. So Bubbly, if you want to have, take a thorough look at how to play it, then check it out at totallyguitars.com.